I travel this entire country inside this van, and we're on highways from the East Coast to the West Coast. And you know what I see? Quite often when I'm driving, I look to the left and someone's passing me and they're talking on their cell phone, or they're texting on their cell phone, or they're checking their Instagram on their cell phone, or they're making a Facebook post on their cell phone. Here's a pro tip for you. If you're driving and you're on one of these, you take this and you get rid of it. Oh, but Kevin, I just made an Instagram post and I want to see how many people have seen it. Yeah, made a Facebook post today because I'm going to the gym and I'm not looking forward to it because it's leg day. Who gives a rat's butt if you have to go to the gym and it's leg day? You're just making that post because you want to see how many people comment saying, hey, you're a guy who goes to the gym. Come on, people. When you're driving, you got to put down the Instagram. You got to put down the social media. You got to put down the Twitter, the Facebook. You got to put down all of it. You got to concentrate on what's in front of you. Oh, but Kevin, I have a friend of mine who's going through some major surgeries today. It's her third nose job. Well, let me tell you, your friend Becky, that's gone through her third nose job. If the first two didn't make her happy, the third one's not gonna either. So maybe you just wait till you get home to see if Becky's doing okay from her nose job. You don't use this while you're driving a vehicle 100 miles an hour. Here's a pro tip for you guys who are driving. Yeah, pro tip, I said it. I don't even like using that word. But here's the pro tip for you. If you're driving a vehicle that weighs more than 5,000 pounds, and believe me, most of them do, and you're sitting in the driver's seat, you have the key in the ignition, it's in drive, and you're going more than 5 miles an hour, take this thing right here and put it down, put it away, because I can promise you, your life on that phone isn't important as my life staying alive. Bear agrees. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get back to van life. Where am I at right now? I am in Galveston Island, Texas. And we are at Galveston Island State Park. Back here's the state park. I'm gonna get the dogs out of that van and we're gonna take you guys on a little walk of Galveston Island State Park. Let's go. So here we are at another state park throughout the country, and this is what van life is doing for me. It's allowing me to see state parks in Oregon, national parks across the United States, and now we're at a state park in Galveston, Texas. And not only do I get to see it, but my dogs get to see this as well. They get to have a million different smells, and they get to pee on a million different places. But a year ago, before I moved into this van, I knew I would see places of this country traveling someday and going to like the major places. But it's all the hidden ones. It's all the ones that are quiet. It's all the ones that people don't make a whole vacation out of going and seeing things like Galveston Island State Park. Come on, dogs. I mean, people don't make a week-long vacation to go see Galveston Island State Park. So it's places like this, me pulling over and seeing things like this, is something that I wouldn't be able to achieve or never could have achieved unless I lived in a van and traveled the country. Here is a little, looks like a little perch up here. Let's go walk up this perch. All right, so here we are up on top of this box perch, and it overlooks all the waterways here. Kind of looks like North Carolina. It reminds me of North Carolina, but take a look at the scenery out here. There is some very nice, expensive homes way over there. Let's see if I can zoom in. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but it's just a bunch of marshland. It looks like that's the open water about 10 miles that way, 8 miles that way. I can actually see a break wall over there when it comes to the water, where the inlet is. Yeah, we just have these canals, these waterways, this marshland, and it's full of a whole bunch of things like Eskimo curlew preserved at the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago. This bird was last seen in the wild at Galveston in 1962. So we're gonna walk down there across that bridge, and we're gonna go to this gigantic bird that's way over there. Man, filming isn't very easy when you've got dog poop in one hand with 2 leashes and a camera in the other, but we made it to this gigantic bird. Let's see what it reads here. This is a memorial to the Eskimo curlew, last seen in Galveston Island, like I said earlier, in 1962. Artist is Todd McGrain, The Lost Bird Project. Not every day do you get to see a gigantic bird like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna take this camera back to the van and drop it off, and then do what I do every single day, which is have some alone time with my dogs and just taking them on a walk. And then we'll turn the camera back on when I hop back in the van and we'll have a little chat. That's my house right there. That's what I drove all over this country, is this place right here. I mean, how lucky am I? I get to spend every single day with this dog and every single day with that dog. And every time I walk by my van, from a walk like I just had out inside that Galveston harbor area, coming back to it, I was like, man, that's my house. This is where I live. It moves every single day. And I'm either in Texas, Washington, Oregon, California, North Dakota, Montana, Illinois, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, anywhere. I've been so many spots. My year anniversary, the vaniversary, is coming up in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks I have been living in a vehicle. This is my second one. If you guys want to know what happened to my first van, I gave it to a friend of mine because this was gifted to me from a subscriber. So I'm very, very fortunate to have that happen. And we just travel this country. We just live in this van. I just hang out with that guy all day long. I just hang out with her all day long, every day. Do I miss the sticks and bricks? There are some things about living in a house that I miss. Do I miss having a job? There are some things that I miss about having a job. A paycheck that you know you're gonna have every single week or 2 weeks. I do miss that. It's not something that would keep me in a job though. Having something to do 5 days a week that's consistent, I miss that. But not more than I would miss having the inconsistency of living in a van, living this van life. I don't miss having to be at work 10 hours a day with these guys, wondering where dad is. I get to be with him every single day. And that's very, very important to me. So all the things that I do, the house, of course, you got a bathroom, running water, a toilet, a sink, dishwasher, dishes, all the cabinets to store food in, a TV that you can just turn on and mindlessly be watching some show on cable television. I really don't miss that though, because I sit in this bed and I have my phone connected to my ceiling, which faces me, and that's my television. It's no different. Video games, I do miss video games, but not enough to keep me from doing this. So the question is how long am I going to be doing this? That's a big question. I don't have any idea. I don't have any idea. Where I'm at right now is I am making this a business to sustain this lifestyle. I'm not living this lifestyle to have a business. Nobody wants to go to work every single day. Well, not nobody, but the majority of us don't want to go to work every single day and be told what to do by somebody else. I don't like that. And I was in the military. It's not that I don't like that and I haven't forever. That's just as of recently, the last maybe 10 years. It's more of I don't like, in the manufacturing industry where I used to work, I didn't like having somebody always come down on other people because we were affecting their paycheck because things weren't going right in the plant that we had no control over. There's just too many angry people out there in the workforce that I didn't fit into. Does that mean I'm not going to fit into it forever? I don't know. Does it mean that I'm not going to live in this van and go and do some job? I don't know. But as for right now, this is the best part of my days, is waking up. Let me stand up here. In this bed that I built, getting stuff out of those cabinets that a friend of mine built, or out of this cabinet that I built, enjoying as much energy when it comes to charging phones and devices because I built that solar. I have a refrigerator because I researched what refrigerators are the best ones out there for the money. I could have went out and spent $500. I'm not doing that. $140 for that refrigerator. So am I going to be doing this forever? I built it to live in it for a very long time. So I think I'm going to live in this for a very long time. When it comes to the YouTube side of it, I can't imagine living in the van. My towel is drying if you're wondering why it's there. I can't imagine not living in a van and not doing YouTube because I've been connected with you guys. But I'm in that period, the first year of a YouTuber to actually make a living, it never ever happens for a person. Not never ever, but it's a rarity that a person starts to make an income off of YouTube in their first year, especially for a male. Women who live this van life, they get subscribers pretty quickly, and I'm all for that. I'm all for that. And that's just the way it is. But I am a guy, let's just keep it real. I am a guy, I am single, and I live in a van with 2 dogs. There's a lot of us doing van life out there. There's a lot of people doing YouTube. 90% of those people who do YouTube, guys, that go out there and do it, they're done within 5 months. They just can't handle it. Van life isn't for them. They figured out, we call them the 5-monthers. And I even went through it too. When I was living in a van and the 5th month came up or something like that, I was thinking to myself, this is different. I'm not sure if I can do this. But then when it becomes normal, when this becomes routine and it becomes normal, that's your life. And change is always difficult. Now that this is normal for me, I'm sitting in here and my only stress is that I don't know if I'm gonna make it as a YouTuber to be able to sustain an income while doing this, because this isn't free. Well, I could go on and on and on about this stuff forever, and I'll be touching on living in a van, being a YouTuber, and what it takes to live this lifestyle in many future videos coming up. This channel is about a daily vlog of me and these 2 dogs. And we got Bella's butt and there's Barrett's face. If you can see it, I don't know. It's going to be about us traveling this country, bringing you guys along with us, and there's people next to us getting in their truck. Barrett, stay. Me and these guys living in this van, traveling the country, and bringing you guys along with us so you can live this lifestyle through a television with us in van life, to see maybe if you can do it for yourself or maybe just to live vicariously. This guy's really interested in what's going on over there. And here comes Bella. So I am in Galveston Island, Texas, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to lock this video up for today, and the dogs and I are going to go get some food, but I'm also going to get on the computer and I'm going to discover what we can see tomorrow, because we're going to look at Galveston, Texas tomorrow and bring you guys some footage, and then I'm off to the next location. I've got the itch to keep driving and keep seeing. I think 2 days is my limit in one spot. So I don't know where I'm going next. You guys don't know where I'm going next, but we're going to find out together. So as for now, we're gonna put the dogs in the van, and I'm gonna get the closing song that you guys see many times in my videos to close us out of this video. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, maybe a like or 2, and come along with us for the rest of our adventures across the United States. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
To slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world now? Rest with me, close to curtain.